Shug Knight, a name that echoes with power and controversy in the music industry. Shug Knight, a towering figure both literally and figuratively, has left an indelible mark on the hip-hop genre. Known for his intimidating persona and ruthless business tactics, Knight's influence has been both inspiring and terrifying. As the co-founder of Deathrow Records, Knight played a pivotal role in shaping the careers of some of the biggest names in hip-hop. Artists such as Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and the late Tupac Shakur all thrived under his wing. But his path to prominence was not without controversy. Knight's methods were often questionable, and his connections to the criminal underworld have been a topic of endless speculation. Knight's journey into the music industry began with a vision and a significant amount of drug money. His gang affiliations provided a certain level of street credibility, and his forceful approach to business negotiations earned him a reputation as a man not to be crossed. His pursuit of the rights to Ruthless Records artists led to an infamous feud with Jerry Heller and Eazy-E. His relentless determination and audacious tactics were on full display during this power struggle, further cementing his reputation as a shrewd and ruthless operator. Then there's his connection to Sean Diddy Combs of Bad Boy Records, another heavy hitter in the music industry. Their relationship was complex, marked by both rivalry and mutual respect. And let's not forget the scandal involving Combs' ex-girlfriend and Shug. It's a saga that adds another layer of intrigue to Knight's already controversial narrative. Finally, the tragic night when Knight's friend Jake was killed at Jermaine Dupri's birthday party. This event marked a turning point in Knight's life, casting a long shadow over his legacy. Knight's influence in the music industry is undeniable. His ruthless business tactics and his power have shaped the course of hip-hop. So, how did Shug Knight rise to such prominence? So, let's get to it. In the late 1980s, the music industry saw the birth of a new force, Deathrow Records, funded by Compton drug money. This was a time when hip-hop was carving out its space in the music industry, and Shug Knight, a former bodyguard with a vision, was determined to make his mark. Knight's path to creating Deathrow Records was far from conventional. His partner in crime, so to speak, was Michael Harry O. Harris, a notorious drug trafficker serving a lengthy prison sentence. Harris, despite his incarceration, had a substantial amount of money stashed away from his illicit activities. Knight, with his persuasive charm, convinced Harris to invest his ill-gotten gains into the establishment of Deathrow Records. It was a risky move, but one that would ultimately pay off. The controversy surrounding the funding of Deathrow Records was just the first scandal in a series of many. Critics were quick to point out the irony of an industry that often rapped about the perils of drug culture being funded by drug money. Yet for Knight and Harris, this controversy only served to fuel their ambition. Knight was not a man to shy away from controversy. Instead, he used it as a tool, leveraging his gang affiliations and street cred to navigate the music industry. His ruthless approach to business was both feared and respected. He had a knack for spotting talent and wasn't afraid to use his intimidating presence to get what he wanted. By the early 90s, Deathrow Records had become a powerhouse in the industry, launching the careers of legendary artists such as Dr. Dre, Dogg Pound, and Tupac Shakur. Even with the constant scrutiny and controversy, Knight managed to build an empire that would forever change the landscape of hip-hop. As if the controversy wasn't enough, Knight's ambition didn't stop there. With Deathrow Records gaining momentum, Knight set his sights on the artists of Ruthless Records. In 1991, Knight and two of his goons confronted Eazy at Galaxy Studios at Sounds of Los Angeles Records, according to Heller. They brought baseball bats, and they strong-armed Eazy into releasing Dr. Dre, The Doc, and Michelle Lay from Ruthless so they could sign with Knight's Deathrow label. Knight was the kind of man if he wanted something, and you were not willing to give it, he would take it, and that's what he did with Ruthless Records. It was a roster brimming with talent, and Knight, with his sharp business acumen, saw the potential. But securing these rights was not going to be easy, especially with Jerry Heller and Eazy-E at the helm of Ruthless. Knight and Heller had a relationship that was strained at best. Heller, co-founder of Ruthless Records, was protective of his artists and was not one to back down from a fight. Knight, on the other hand, was known for his ruthless business tactics and was not afraid to use his gang connections to get what he wanted. Eazy-E, co-founder and artist of Ruthless Records, was a Kelly Park Crip, so beefing with Bloods was nothing new to him. Knight's aggressive pursuit of the roster put him on a collision course with Eazy-E, leading to a feud that would be talked about for years to come. This feud did more than just cause tension in the industry. It solidified Knight's reputation as a ruthless businessman who would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. The Ruthless Records saga was a pivotal chapter in Knight's journey to the top of the music industry. It was a time that showcased his relentless ambition, his ruthless tactics, and his unwavering determination. But it wasn't just ruthless tactics that defined Knight's journey to the top. Underneath the hard exterior was a man who understood the music industry, who could spot talent a mile away, and who knew how to turn that talent into success. It was this combination of ruthlessness and savvy that made Shug Knight one of the most influential figures in the world of hip-hop. He was, in every sense of the word, a force to be reckoned with. Enter Sean Combs, the founder of Bad Boy Records, and a complex relationship begins to unfold. Combs, also known by his stage names Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or simply Diddy, was an influential figure in the East Coast hip-hop scene. Knight, on the other hand, was a powerhouse on the West Coast. Their paths inevitably crossed, adding another layer to the intricate tapestry of hip-hop's history. Knight and Combs had a relationship that can only be described as a turbulent mix of business and personal affairs. At the center of it was a woman named Misa Hilton Brim, the mother of Combs's first child. Knight, known for his ruthless tactics, allegedly tried to lure Misa away from Combs. The story goes that Knight offered her a modeling contract, but the streets say Shug was sleeping with Misa, which was confirmed when pictures of Shug and Diddy's son started circulating the industry. However, the details remain hazy, a testament to the secrecy that often shrouded Knight's dealings. The tension between Knight and Combs escalated tragically during Jermaine Dupri's birthday party in 1995. Knight's friend and bodyguard, Jai Hassan Jamal Big Jake Robles, was shot and killed. Many fingers pointed at Combs' entourage. It has been reported that Shug slapped Combs at Magic City in front of everyone. Moments later, Big Jake was shot. The event marked a significant turning point in the once professional rivalry, pushing it into a more dangerous territory. Knight's relationship with Combs is a stark representation of his approach to the music industry. He was unafraid to blur the line between personal and professional, often using intimidation as a business strategy. His power was undeniable, his influence far-reaching, and his tactics ruthless. This unique mix of fear and respect that he commanded played a huge role in shaping his legacy. This was yet another chapter in Knight's tumultuous journey, marked by ruthless business tactics and power. On the night of September 7, 1996, the world of hip-hop was shaken to its core. Tupac Shakur, one of the most influential rappers of all time, was shot in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, with Shug Knight at his side. Earlier that evening, Shakur and Knight had attended a boxing match at the MGM Grand. The night was supposed to be a celebration, but it took a tragic turn. After the match, Shakur and Knight were caught on surveillance footage involved in a brawl in the hotel lobby. Later that night, they were in Knight's car when a white Cadillac pulled up beside them at a red light and opened fire. Shakur was hit 4 times while Knight sustained minor injuries. The immediate aftermath of the shooting was a whirlwind of confusion and grief. Shakur was rushed to the hospital, where he fought for his life for 6 days before succumbing to his injuries. His death sent shockwaves through the music industry and the world at large. For Knight and Deathrow Records, the loss was immeasurable. Shakur was not just a key artist for the label, but a close friend to Knight. They had a bond that went beyond their professional relationship. Shakur's death marked a significant turning point for Knight and Deathrow. The label was already dealing with legal issues and internal conflicts. Shakur's death added to this turmoil, and it marked the beginning of the end for Deathrow Records. The loss of Tupac was not just a personal tragedy for Shug Knight, but also a devastating blow to Deathrow Records. Shakur's death left a void in the music industry that could never be filled. His legacy lives on through his music, and his impact on hip-hop is undeniable. His relationship with Knight and his time at Deathrow Records are integral parts of his story, and his tragic end is a grim reminder of the dark side of fame. As we get deeper into the life and legacy of Shug Knight, we see how intertwined his story is with the artists he worked with and the volatile world of the music industry. From using drug money to establish Deathrow Records to embroiling himself in industry feuds, Shug Knight's journey is nothing short of remarkable. Knight's path to prominence started in the gritty streets of Compton, California. His rise was fueled by a strategic blend of street smarts and a keen business acumen. He's a man of many faces, a mogul, an influencer, and to some, a menace. Knight's business tactics have been described as ruthless and intimidating, yet undeniably effective. He knew how to leverage his connections, using seed money from the drug trade to launch Deathrow Records. This bold move was a testament to Knight's audacity and business savvy. Knight's influence on the music industry was significant. He was instrumental in shaping the careers of some of the most iconic figures in hip-hop, and despite all the rumors surrounding his name, he was known for helping artists get proper compensation for their talent by any means necessary. His daring approach to business, coupled with his knack for spotting talent, helped Deathrow Records become a formidable force in the industry. His impact on the hip-hop genre was profound. Knight was instrumental in popularizing gangsta rap, a subgenre characterized by its explicit lyrics and gritty themes. This style of music resonated with audiences worldwide, propelling hip-hop into the mainstream and cementing its place in popular culture. However, Knight's journey wasn't without controversy. His numerous feuds, particularly with Eazy-E and Jerry Heller over the rights to Ruthless Records, would follow him forever. On January 15, 2015, Knight was arrested for a fatal hit-and-run that left one person dead and another man hospitalized with severe injuries after a dispute over royalties from the movie Straight Outta Compton, a movie about Ruthless Records artist. Knight's story is a testament to the power of ambition, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of success. Yet, it also serves as a cautionary tale of the potential pitfalls of unchecked power and the high price of fame. Shug Knight's journey, marked by power and controversy, has left an indelible mark on the music industry, particularly in hip-hop. Your journey into the world of Shug Knight and the music industry doesn't have to end here. If you found this deep dive captivating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement fuels our ability to bring you more stories like this, shedding light on the intricate tapestry that forms the music industry. From the rise and fall of influential figures to the birth and evolution of music genres, we've got so much more to share. Coming up, we'll be delving into the lives of other major influencers in the music industry. We'll explore their rise to fame, their impact on the industry, and the controversies that have marked their careers. So, stay tuned for more intriguing stories from the world of music. Until next time, stay dangerous.